Ms. Cox?
Hi.
Hi, my name's Kevin Bean. I'm the finance manager. Please have a chair.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Treated well in our sales department out by the sales team?
Yeah.
Good. Make way, Susan.
Sure.
Very good. It's nice to know that you're treated well. We always try to make sure the customers are treated very well. I will be doing the legal and DMV documentation on your new car and your used car and assisting with financing. And hopefully it won't take too long. We'll get you in and out as fast as possible. And while we're doing the paperwork, we're having your car washed and fueled, and we'll get ready for you to take over this afternoon. Sound okay?
Sounds good.
Alrighty, well, let's get started. First thing I'd like to do is go over some numbers that you already agreed to as a starting point. Here we are. Buying a 2012 Honda Accord SE sedan with a purchase price of $22,995. You're trading in your 04 Civic, and we've got a trade allowance of $5,575 with a payoff of $4,000. You're going to be putting $1,500 cash down, and your payment at 7.5% interest over 60 months is $426 a month. Does that sound right?
It does.
And that's your signature?
It is.
Very good. Off to a good start.
One down.
One down. First document to sign is called the WEO document, and this is just designed to make sure that nothing was promised to the sales department that I don't know about that we're going to be doing to the car. And I've got in here that nothing was promised or implied. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's your signature?
It is.
Very good. Next, we'll review the purchaser statement or credit application. This is required both by the lender and also your DMV and legal papers are going to be based on the information on this sheet.
Okay.
Okay. Correct spelling of your name,
It is.
social security number, date of birth. Very good. Current address is correct,
Yes.
and you've lived there about 6 years. Very good. Nearest living relative is your dad,
Uh-huh.
and correct address and phone number.
Yes.
Very good. Your manager at Chili's.
I am.
How'd you fall into that?
Well, I think I like the excitement of the restaurant business. Things
Oh,
change
really?
every day, so
Oh, that's
it's
good.
it's a fun business.
Do they have you going to different stores every once in a while to fill in?
No, I pretty much stay at the one here in Scottsdale. Once in a while, I'll go be the bad cat at some stores, but most of the time I get to stay here.
That's not fun. About how far do you drive to work?
It's about 25 miles each way.
25 miles. Wow. So how many, you put a lot of miles on your car then, 15, 20,000?
Yeah, at least.
Vacations and all everything. And I see you've got a couple of kids, maybe
Mhm.
two dependents?
Yep, I have two boys, 14 and 16.
Oh.
They're both bigger than me now, so it's interesting. I'll bribe them with a car or something.
Oh, there you go. Does this one have his license yet?
Yeah,
He does?
just got it.
Ooh. Is this going to be permanently for him, or is it going to be a family car?
He'll earn it, maybe.
You learn it?
Yeah, he doesn't know I'm doing this today, so it'll be exciting when I get home tonight.
Very good, very good. That's going to be fun. Okay, you see that you bank with Bank of America. You also have your home loan through B of A. And you've got your Civic listed here with B of A that will be paying off today. No repossessions, bankruptcies, or garnishments.
No.
Okay, and that's your signature?
Mhm.
Okay. Next, I'll show you your credit report. And this is used to make sure we get the most suitable terms for financing. I see that you've got a 661 credit score, which is pretty good. Congratulations, you've worked on that.
Thank you.
It's better than about half the folks in the country these days.
Really?
Yeah, the credit scores kind of tumbled when the economy melted in 09. So there's a lot of people with a lower scores. And I see a couple of years ago, or actually 4, 5, 6 years ago, you had some difficulty in those. These closed accounts are really not being considered anymore, so that's helping with your credit score.
That's good.
Yeah, and the good things also on your report are a paid auto loan, and you've got 3 open credit balances that are all current, so that's all good stuff. I do have one question for you. In 2005, we've got a civil judgment in New York, and it's looking like it's not paid. I don't need to know what happened, but has that been paid yet?
It has, and I actually have the documentation. I don't know why they can't get that off my credit report. It seems like it's going to be there forever, so I keep the papers handy.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, sometimes those things take a while
Yeah.
to fall off. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is buy your trade from you. And we'll start with secure power of attorney. This gives us permission to take the car out of your name and put it in her name, so you don't have to sign a bunch of papers. That's correct. Sign that for me. Thank you. Next is the secure odometer statement, showing 98,310 miles on the car, and that's unaltered. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Two signatures on this form. The first one is a bill of sale, just again telling us or showing that you were buying the car for you for $55.75. So sign there for me. Thank you. Bottom half of the form is the authorization to pay off Bank of America on your behalf, so you can do that. Thank you. Speaking of paying off Bank of America, we do have a 20-day payoff, but just in case we're off a little bit, if we are low on the payoff, we'll ask you to stop back in and make up the difference with the check. If we've collected more than the payoff, we'll be mailing you a check for the difference. Is that all right?
Sure. Yeah. Please send me a check. I like surprise checks.
I tell you, if we do, it probably won't be much, but still, a check is better than nothing. Last on your trade-in is the sold notice, and we send this to the DMV, which takes the car out of your name, so that if somebody, next person that buys it has an accident or runs a red light or something like that, they're not going to come looking for you. They'll go looking for the new one.
Okay.
So, we'll start working on your new car. Fun stuff. First item is another power of attorney, and this gives us permission to put the vehicle in your name without you having to do all the signatures. Thank you. And secure odometer statement showing the vehicle has 15 miles on it. It might have a couple more since we're taking your car down the street to be fueled and round back to be washed. It shouldn't be much more than 2 or 3. And here's an agreement to provide the physical damage coverage your lender, of course, is going to require for the whole time you've got the loan. I see you with USAA, and you've got 500 collision deductible and 250 comprehensive deductible. That's right? You're ready to maintain the insurance on the car?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Sign there for me. It's the last thing you want to do is not have insurance on a brand new car.
Not with a teenager driving.
Yeah, I was a little wild when I was 16. I had trouble keeping within the speed limit, so I can appreciate what you're feeling right now, having done it. This is the title and registration application. This is information that will be used to put the vehicle in your name. And you've got the 2012 Accord up here again. You've got your personal information here. And if all that looks good, we'll get you to sign here. Thank you. Well, as you know, you're buying a new car, and it's not cheap. It's a substantial investment. And it's my responsibility to share some options with you to help you protect yourself and the vehicle. Well, Hondas have pretty much legendary reliability. They are machines, and as machines with thousands of moving parts, things can happen. It does come, your car does come with a 36-month, 36,000 mile limited warranty and a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. What I'd like to do is introduce you to the extended service contract that picks up where the Honda warranty leaves off. Honda warranty, again, for those mileages, will provide you for coverage for manufacturing defects. This extended service contract provides coverage for breakage and wear and tear of parts of your car. And this goes for 5 years or 100,000 miles. So it should pretty much take care of most of your driving since you had just under 100,000 miles when you traded your Civic in. It's almost easier to say what is not covered than what is covered, but it does cover all major parts of your vehicle: the engine, the transmission, the cooling system, the air conditioner, the brake system. Things it doesn't cover would be maintenance items like your tires and wiper blades and body parts on the car, squeaks and rattles, belts and hoses, things like that. And here are just some sample costs of what some of these items cost to repair. Cooling system can run you nearly $900. If you've got anti-lock brake issues, it can be $1,200. If the computer goes out, there's a number of computers in your car that could get very expensive at about $1,400. It's a very comprehensive extended service contract. Some of the things that it provides for you, if you happen to be on a trip, and by the way, the warranty is good in the United States or Canada, and if you happen to be on a trip over 100 miles from home and you have a problem with the car, you've got $100 a day for 5 days for lodging and food. Just if you're, you also have rental coverage for that time if you're on a trip for $30 a day up to 10 days. And you can also use that if you bring the car back here. It doesn't have to be on the trip to get the rental coverage. We also have a towing benefit of $75 to get your car to the shop that can make the repairs. And roadside service, and this is designed for things like lockout and run out of gas or flat tires, so that's really, really good if your sun's out and something happens. Sometimes kids forget to look at the gas gauge. Let's see, it's pretty easy to file a claim. Again, we've got nationwide service. It's a toll-free number you call, and they'll tell you the places nearby you that you can take your car to be repaired. This is an excellent guard against inflation because parts and labor have gone up about 35–40% over the last 5 years. So a $1,500 repair today is going to cost you $2,000 in 5 years. So it's a hedge against inflation as well. The warranty is transferable if you decide to sell your car. So you can get a little extra money for your car because it's going to distinguish it from any other Hondas out there. So you can do that either way, or you can cancel the contract and get a prorated refund. And there is a vanishing deductible. So if you bring the vehicle back here to have the work on, you have no deductible. But if you take it to another shop, any ASE shop, a certified shop, can repair that for you, and you'd have a $50 deductible, and you don't have any out-of-pocket expenses other than the deductible because the warranty company pays the shop directly. So you don't have to use up your credit card.
So you don't have to wait for them to reimburse you.
Yeah, exactly. And this warranty will run concurrent with your factory warranty, again, because it provides the breakage and wear and tear that your factory warranty doesn't, along with the rental car coverage, which is, if you're in town and need to rent a car, that's a huge benefit to have. You can add it into your monthly payment and make it an easy way to pay it. If you decided, if you wanted to wait till later to buy an extended warranty, it's going to be more expensive because you'll be buying it on a used car and you might not get the same protection. So I'm sure you can see that this is probably an excellent option for you. It's great coverage. Another popular option is our Guaranteed Auto Protection, or GAP coverage. What this does is if you have an accident and your car is totaled or it is stolen and not recovered, your insurance company, USA, will pay you the lesser of the actual cash value or wholesale or blue book, which for the first three to 4 years is going to be less than you actually owe on the car. So what the GAP coverage does is make up the difference between what your insurance company will pay and what the loan balance is. As in this example, we've got a $23,000 car, and at the time of an accident, the actual cash value is $17,500. So USA would give you a check for $5,500, and that's not even taking into account that you've got a $500 collision deductible. So your total out-of-pocket expenses would be $6,000 without this coverage.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's particularly, Hondas hold their value very well, but even when you drive off the lot, it's going to be a used car, so it will have a significant drop in value right away. And if that were to happen to you, so you'd be left with owing $6,000, and I don't know if you have $6,000 ready cash just to pay off the loan, because the bank may call the loan due, or you still have to be making your $426 payments until this was paid off, and you might not be able to get into another car because you've got this car loan out there. It's tempting, it protects your credit because it's tempting to not pay that because you don't have the car, but if you were to not pay off the loan, it shows up as a repossession on your credit, and that will really tank.
Well, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, the score that you've worked so hard to maintain will take a nosedive. So anyways,
I don't have $6,000 buried in the backyard anymore.
anymore?
No.
Me neither. Every 43 seconds in the United States, a vehicle is stolen. Over 700,000 vehicles stolen last year. Here in Arizona, we happen to be number 2 in the nation for vehicle thefts. Nevada's number 1. So, and California is number 3. So we're right here in the main area where vehicles are stolen. Have you ever heard of LoJack?
No, I haven't.
It is a vehicle theft recovery system. It doesn't. It won't keep your car from being stolen, but it helps us find it when it is stolen. How it works is the LoJack folks will install a transmitter on your car. It's about the size of a deck of cards, and there's a couple dozen places where they hide it. You don't know where it's going to be, and I don't know where it's going to be. Only LoJack does. The thieves don't know where it is either, and they typically don't go looking for a LoJack device because nobody knows that it's on the car. If you find that your car is stolen, you call the police. This is the only system that works directly with the police, and what they do is activate the transmitter, and it starts sending like a beacon on a secured radio signal. So nobody else even knows that it's going off. The thieves don't know what's going off. A lot of times, the police are able to apprehend the thief in your car if we catch him soon enough, so you get a little sweet revenge on the guy that stole your car. And thieves actually are the professional thieves, which are most of the car thefts. They can get into your car, they can bypass the alarm faster than anybody. And how many times do you hear alarms going off anyway and don't pay attention to them? I don't pay attention.
I don't pay any attention. They go off all the time.
Exactly. You just think it's somebody's alarm. The cat jumped on the car.
Sometimes I compliment the people if they have a nicer tune.
There you go. This does come, and over 90% of the vehicles are recovered that have LoJack on there, so it's got a very high recovery rate. It does come with a guarantee that if your car is not found within 24 hours, LoJack will refund the purchase price of the product, and I'll share that with you in just a moment. If your car is not found within 30 days, LoJack will give you $2,500 towards the purchase, and we'll give you $2,500. And if you come back to the dealership, we'll give you another $2,500 to replace your car. So you have over $5,000 just walking into the dealer to put down. Excellent product. I'm sure you want to keep your new car looking new, and to help you out with that, we've got the IBEX Surface Protective System. Have you heard of the clear coat on the cars?
Mm-hmm.
There's a misnomer that that's a really solid, hard product. It's not. You're still supposed to wax your car at least 4 times a year, probably a little more often if your car sits out all the time, especially here in the hot sun. And so you've got an expense of waxing your car 4 times a year. With the IBEX system, a protective layer is put on the paint, and it chemically bonds with the clear coat and creates a very hard surface. So things like acid rain, bird droppings, dust storms that we get won't affect your paint. And my favorite one to hate is the water spots on your car when you park next to a sprinkler.
Oh, don't you hate that?
I hate that. And you'd be protected with this product. It also, it's a similar process that goes on the inside of the car on your leather seating and the carpeting, and it protects it against gum and lipstick and milkshakes, which somebody dropped a milkshake in my car one time, and that was not fun. Fading, cracking, it protects your dash from cracking in the hot sun. And again, it's a one-time application. You don't ever have to put it on the inside and outside of your car again, and it is good for 7 years. So,
wow.
Very good protection to keep your new car looking new. What I've done is taken the liberty of grouping these options into 3 packages to make it a little easier. But first I want to just run through what we've already agreed to on your car.
Okay.
Selling price of $22,995 with $1,500 cash down. Your trade allowance at $5,575 with a payoff of $4,000. That leaves an amount financed of $21,278.76 at 7.5% interest for 60 months. Your unprotected payment at this point is $426.
Okay.
So the first package is the Platinum, and this one comes with the extended service contract that protects your car from the breakage and wear and tear, the guaranteed auto protection that protects you in case you're owed more than your car is worth, the LoJack that will find your car if it's stolen, and then the paint and leather protector. These options grouped together, the payment would be $496.10. We've got the gold package, and this one has the extended service contract, the gap coverage, and low jack. And your payment here would be $489.73. And then we have the silver package with the vehicle protection plan and the gap coverage, and that payment would be $486.24. I think I actually neglected to mention the prices on these items, so I apologize for that. The extended service contract is $15.95, and the gap coverage is $495. The low jack is $995, and the leather fabric protector is $295. Which of those do you think might work best for you?
Well, I don't need the paint and fabric. The boys are gonna learn about car maintenance.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're gonna learn how to wax. They may not know that yet, but they're gonna have a really good lesson
Well,
in
yeah,
that, so.
a privilege
4
for driving
times
the
a
car.
year will be, not quite enough maybe.
You're
so
in
I
trouble
think
to
I'll-
wax the car.
Yeah, I don't think I need that. And, you know, the gap and the low jack, you know, that looks like it's a great way to cover myself.
And they actually work nicely
Yeah,
together.
it's real protection. And I really don't need the extended service contract. I mean, it's a Honda, it never breaks.
Well,
It's-
Honda, as I mentioned, Hondas are very reliable, amongst the most reliable vehicles out there. But they are machines, and machines break. Can I offer an example on a repair on a Honda?
Sure.
Okay. Would you be happy if your Honda were perfect 99.9% of the time?
Well, of course,
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
And
of course.
who would I
Yeah.
can't say that. And my laptop isn't that accurate, and it's far less sophisticated than a car is. So say we have a 99.9% uptime. That would be 1/10 of 1% downtime. And what I'm going to do is convert that to days. So we've got 365 days in a year times 5 years. So you're going to have your car over 5 years, 1,825 days.
Okay.
So somehow that doesn't seem like a lot to me. I don't know. And we're going to multiply the number of days times the 1/10 of 1%, and we get 1.825 days. That if your car ran flawlessly, would be in the shop. Really, it's 2 days. So we'll just round it to 2 days to make
Okay.
it easier for the math. And so 2 days at 8 hours a day for labor equals 16 hours of labor. And our current labor rate is $130 an hour. So 16 times
Goes up
100.
every year, doesn't it?
It does. The only thing that's cheaper are TVs and computers.
Okay.
Car parts and labor don't
Yeah, they
follow
don't.
that. So in this case, the 16 hours of labor is going to run $2,080. Yeah,
That's
and
a lot.
That's just the labor. As a general rule, parts run twice what the labor runs. So that holds true. Your parts are going to be $41.60. And added those together. Let's see, wrong button. 4160, 2080 equals $6,240. And that's if your car is perfect 99.9% of the time, which would really be phenomenal. Think if it was just 99% of the time, how this number could change. And if you've got the extended service contract, you know, if this is one repair, you'd only have at the most your $50 deductible. Or if it was multiple repairs and you were able to get the repairs done here, you'd have no deductible. You'd have your rental car so that you could bring your car in and have it serviced and go to work and not interrupt your day. So what do you think about that extended service contract?
Well, when you put it that way, I don't have much of a case here, do I? Yeah, okay. Well, let's relook at this.
Okay.
Because I still think the boys should be responsible for the waxing and things. So let's just go with the gold plan here.
Okay. So that would make your protected payment $489.73. And if you wish, because of your credit, we could keep the same interest rate and extend it to 66 months, 5.5 years. So your payment would be $453.07.
Oh, that would help a little bit. Yeah, let's go with
The
this.
66 month.
66 month.
I'm going to get you an initial there for me. And I need you to sign here, and this is letting us us know that you know about the 4 options and are just
Okay.
selecting 3. And just to review, you've got the vehicle extended service, the guaranteed auto protection, and the low jack. You're declining the paint and leather care. Payment's going to be $453.07. And just sign your phone, just confirm all that. Now, pour signatures, and now we need to register all the stuff that you're buying.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is the extended service contract showing 60 months or 100,000 miles. So I'll get your signature there. And I'll be getting you copies of all these documents. So
Okay.
good. The LoJack, sign down here, and we'll get with the LoJack folks and figure out a time to put that on your car as quickly as possible so you're protected. And finally, we've got the gap coverage. All information is pre-filled, so signature there. All right. Tired of signing?
Well, my stomach's growling.
Stomach's really ill.
Yeah. I work at a restaurant, I get to nibble all day long. It's been a long day.
Oh, yeah. This is the sales agreement. This is basically the contract that we're going to have with the lender. I'm just going to review the numbers with you real quick.
Okay.
Again, we've got your name and address here. That looks good.
Yeah.
Okay. One more time, a new 2012 Accord SE. We've got the same vehicle ID number. The cost of your credit expressed as an interest rate is 7.5%. Your total finance charge, if you were to pay the loan off over the 66 months, just the finance charge would be $5,461.25. The principal, the amount that you're actually borrowing, is $24,441.37. And I'll show you how we got that number in just a bit. These two numbers total equal $29,902.62. And again, that's if you pay it off over the 66 months. We've got your trade allowance and your cash down in this $3,075. We add these numbers together to get the total price of what the car would be with all the financing and your down payment, and that's $32,977.62. So far, so good.
Okay.
And again, reviewing your payment, we've got 66 months at $453.07, and your first payment will be due 30 days from today, October 21st. This section is not applicable because we don't have any credit life. Here, it says that you're being given a security interest in the vehicle. The vehicle is being held as the collateral. There is a late charge if you don't make the payment within 10 days of 5% of the installment. So you want to make sure you get that in there. This is a simple interest contract. There's no prepayment penalty. So if you decide to trade it in or sell the car to pay it off or just pay it off early, you don't have to. The old contracts made you pay extra interest, and that doesn't happen here. We've got a lot of all the contract provisions are on the back. You can read that now or read that later if you're okay moving on. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how you get this number, the 24,000 number. We start with the purchase price of your car, including LoJack. It's $23,990. We got sales tax that was at $1,436.37, and we've got $25,462.37. Got your 60-month, 100,000 mile extended service contract for $1,595. Numbers here, these together equal $27,021.37. We put your trade in here with your Honda Civic with the allowance of $5,575. Pay off at $4,000. We use a net trade in of $1,575 plus the $1,500 cash down you're putting. Again, it's a $3,075 number, which matches here. We subtract this number from here, and we get $23,946.37. Last item to add is the gap coverage at $495, and that brings your total to the $24,441.37, which is the number right there.
Okay.
So far, so good?
Yep.
Alrighty. This next section is confirms that this contract nor the dealership provides physical damage coverage on your car.
Right.
Getting it through
I
this.
have that.
Yeah. I've got to tell you a couple times that.
Yeah, well, the bank really likes the insurance part. They don't give you a second's break on that.
No, they don't. This section says that the manufacturer is the sole warranty of the vehicle. The dealership doesn't provide any warranties, express or implied. We can fix the car under the factory warranty, but the warranty is not extended from the dealership.
Okay.
This section is blank because it's only for used vehicles. You have the right to read the contract before you sign it, if you wish. Don't sign it if there's any blank spaces. And again, this is blank because it's a universe, so nothing can go in there. And we'll get you a copy of the contract as well after you sign. Another insurance note, this is for the liability insurance, that you're providing your own liability insurance, the contractor, the dealership is not.
Okay.
And this contract is, the Arizona Department of Financial Institutions is responsible for the content of the contract, everything but the actual numbers. So if you've got any questions about the contract itself, I'm happy to help you out. You can also contact the Arizona Department of Financial Institutions. Here's your name and address, or address and phone number if you wish to do that. Also, this is to let you know that we may be compensated today for arranging the services for you. So, you ready to sign your life away?
Evidently.
It's not so bad. So you're getting a great car. You've had your Civic for a number of years, and you're going to really like this one. It's bigger, more powerful.
I've never had a red car before. I'm excited to have a red
Oh,
car.
very good.
Yeah.
They've got more airbags than ever, so you and your kids are well protected.
Yeah. I feel better with them driving something that's new.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Get you to sign right here. Get you a copy of the contract so you have an original page. This, and again, I will get you copies of everything. And one more time, I've got 4 copies. The original goes to the lender. It's an original signature. Okay, one more time right there. Very good.
Whew.
One last thing. Earlier, you said that you were treated very well by our folks in the sales department.
Mhm.
And I hope our interaction also meets with your approval. In up to 2 weeks, you'll be getting a phone call from either Honda or a third party asking you how your experience was today. Is there any reason that you would not feel comfortable in giving us all the highest rated score?
No, I don't see any problem at all.
Okay, very good. Thank you again for your business.
Yep, thank you, Kevin.
Nice to see your car.
All right.
All right, thank you.